Now we got to talk about this story because this one is crazy. Now, a 19-year-old guy that was in the military murdered his 24-year-old wife. Listen, his 24-year-old wife, this 19-year-old murdered her in the hospital right after she just gave birth to their child. This is probably one of the most craziest stories I've heard in a minute, but we got to break this down because there's a lot of different speculation about what actually took place. A lot of people talking about this on Facebook, on YouTube, but we got to get into it as well to figure out what went down and what went wrong. Now, 19-year-old Kynath Taylor was married to 24-year-old Precious Johnson. They were in a marriage. It seems like there must have been some type of disputes going on previously because she did not even want his family there at the hospital while she was giving birth. I guess he was allowed to be there, but she didn't want the family there at all. So we're gonna actually check out this news clip and they give the full breakdown of what took place and what went down. But me and you gonna have to come back here and figure out, like, what do y'all think was going on through this man's head?
Members are devastated after a new mother was shot and killed by her husband, who then took his own life. It all happened in Brookwood Hospital less than 24 hours ago. A Jefferson County coroner's report says Precious Johnson was shot multiple times. Authorities say she was a patient in the hospital. Family members say the 24-year-old had just had a baby with her husband, 19-year-old Kynath Terry Jr. According to the coroner, Terry died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Homewood police think the hospital shooting was a domestic-related murder-suicide. WVTM 13's Lisa Crane joins us live and local from Brookwood Hospital. Lisa, you spoke with family members in the Alabama Hospital Association today. What have you learned?
Well, I did speak with Kynath Terry's mother today. As you can imagine, she is devastated. She did not want to speak on camera, but she told me she just can't understand what happened. She said this young couple was having some marital problems, and Precious Johnson did not want Terry's family at the hospital when she delivered the baby, but she still can't comprehend that her son could be violent. 19-year-old Kynath Terry had a lot going on in his life. His mother tells me he had finished Army National Guard boot camp, had married 24-year-old Precious Johnson, and they were expecting a baby. But Sunday night, after Johnson delivered her baby, authorities say Terry shot her several times and then turned the gun on himself.
I think it's a sad, but this was an isolated incident. And I will say, in my 30 years of working at the Hospital Association and representing our hospitals in the state, this is the first time something has occurred like this.
Because of this tragic incident, Howard says we could see changes to security protocol at hospitals like Baptist Health Brookwood. I wanted to get an idea of the security there. Less than a day after the shootings, I walked through the labor and delivery unit unchecked.
Hospitals always do after action reports and look at what are the lessons learned, what worked well, what might need to be refined. And in doing that, it's not uncommon for the Hospital Association to pull together all of our hospitals to share information and best practices and what worked and what didn't work and what might need to be revisited.
Now, I reached out to leaders here at the hospital. They did not want to speak on camera or address specific questions about security. Howard says there are no security mandates in Alabama for hospitals here, but she says, of course, that could change, and there will be a lot to learn from this incident. Live in Homewood, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.
Lisa, thanks. Homewood Mayor Jennifer Andrus is reacting to what she says is an active investigation, saying police acted quickly to secure the scene and ensure there was no ongoing threat to the public. She says her thoughts are with the victim, her family, hospital staff, and everyone affected. Andrus says the city is working closely with hospital leadership and will provide updates as appropriate.
A lot of different questions are being asked. A lot of people are saying, like, all right, how did he even get a gun in the hospital in the first place? How was he even allowed to get that through metal detectors? Were there metal detectors at all? Was it because he was in the military that he was able to actually carry his weapon with him? What went down? Honestly, I don't know, because when I go into multiple hospitals, or when I have in the past, I don't remember being like frisked or like going through metal detectors at all. I think I even just nod at the security guard and you just keep going about your day. From what I remember, the last time I've been to the hospital, like, I don't think I was ever checked. So that's another protocol that's gonna have to definitely put in place. But it seems like there's a lot of different stories about why he did this. Did he snap? Was it the military? Was he being taken advantage of? I kept putting emphasis on the age difference, because if he was married and had a child with her, like, he's 19 years old, when did the relationship start? How old was he actually when he met her? Are we gonna talk about that at all? Because there's either way. Let me understand. Let me put this out there before we even get too deep. My condolences to the family. Because that's a tragic story. None of this should have took place at all. None of this should have took place. I'm so sorry for the loss of the young lady. I'm sorry for the loss of the young man as well. But we definitely got to talk about this, because what the hell went down? A lot of people are talking about this online. Some people are trying to say that the young lady was taking advantage of him. Even his aunt, or I guess his aunt, quote unquote, we don't know because they actually cut the name out who this woman is. But she makes a comment that has people wondering, like, was he being taken advantage of? The comment reads, she took a lot of money from my nephew, drained his bank account when he got his money from the army. They married, so he felt betrayed. She has a lot of different grammar issues in there. If that's okay, I don't even talk proper myself, but all I'm just trying to say is I kind of read it my best so y'all can understand. It seems like he was being either taken advantage of, or she believes he was being taken advantage of. When you're in the military, you definitely get your checks, and you can get married and have a house and get your car and everything real easily. A lot of people, even when they get in the army, they end up getting married soon right after. I guess it's a whole lot of benefits when it comes to being married in the army. Y'all gotta let me know down in the comments down below how those benefits work. But the young lady possibly could have been taking advantage of him. There was some people trying to say that he found out the baby wasn't his. That's not possible to find it out right then and there at the hospital that the baby's not yours. Like, you can't find out same day that the child is yours. You can find out before the baby's born, but it does cost a lot of money for that procedure to actually, go through that process to find out. I don't think he saw the baby and it was lighter to him. I saw some people trying to make funny jokes saying that, when the baby was born, he saw the baby was white and that's what made him snap and he went crazy. But it's like, I don't think the young man was that dumb and that slow to see a light-skinned baby come out and assume that it's not his just because it's lighter to him. Like, if I could find a baby picture of myself, I was a light bright myself. Like, I damn near came out white. So at the end of the day, you can't really say that. If you know how it works, like, over time, you get your pigmentation, you get darker. So I don't think the kid was that dumb to where he just assumed, oh, this baby ain't mine, and just snapped. It had to be something going on, some lingering issues for this to take place. But I feel like he just waited until the baby was born and then did that. This is definitely premeditated in my mind because she didn't even want the family there at all. So it was definitely some tension that had to be going on. Definitely was something that was brewing or boiling. I wish she didn't even have him there, but it does look like he waited until she had a baby to do what he wanted to do. There's no excuse about it at all. But this is definitely just one of them crazy domestic violence issues that needs to be addressed. Like, what took place? What's going on in this man's mind for that to even happen? Because a lot of people was trying to say, like, either it was the army did it to him, she betrayed him, he thought the baby wasn't his, and that's what made him snap. I don't know. We'll never get the answer because he turned the gun on himself. That's a very coward move, respectfully, but what? That's insane. Now, I don't know who this person is that made this post also, but this was going viral on Facebook as well. I'm gonna try to read it. It's a little bit all over the place as well, but it goes to try to show that he was not mentally unstable. Like, this had to be something that just something occurred, but apparently he wasn't unstable. For one, he wasn't dealing with no mental health, period. I talk to my nephew every day. He was financially stable because he was working 50 plus hours and cut hair. He was ready to be a father and was excited about it, and that got took from him. My sister and brother did a very great job with him. He graduated, went to the army, was a diesel mechanic, etc. He even sent me money when I needed it. Big Daddy would give you anything. Granted, a lot of people was taking advantage of him. He loved that girl, even married her, but we all been there. I don't think I've ever been there to where I feel like I've been so taken advantage of that I gotta hurt somebody. But if the young man was being taken advantage of and it was starting to drain him a lot, maybe he did find out that the baby wasn't his a while ago, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is definitely a story that's gonna start to just unravel a lot more that we're gonna get some more details about. But it's a very sad story because it shouldn't have took place. Like, what went on in this man's mind? I don't know, man. We're gonna have to talk about it and figure out exactly as more updates start to happen and what took place. But my condolences to the family, and rest in peace to the young man, rest in peace to the young lady. That should have never took place, and I'm so sorry that went down. This is definitely one of the things where either if you're going through something, if you feel like you mentally you need somebody to talk to, go seek some therapists, go seek your partner out, go find some friends and figure out what can you do to avoid the situation. Even if you can just I don't know, bro. If you gotta run, and I don't know, man, it's just sad. I'm gonna stop talking because I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm just kind of speechless. I was even hesitant to talk about this story because I don't even really dive into this type of drama, but I feel like we definitely got to talk about it and figure out like what could have been done, what type of precautions could have been taken in this situation, because we don't know what happened. There's a lot of different speculation. I don't know, man, but listen, I'm gonna catch y'all next episode. If you're watching right now, go ahead and subscribe to your boy. Go ahead and drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you think down below. Smash that like button. Go ahead and turn the notification bell. And I'm gonna catch y'all next episode. Peace. We out.